What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the show. So I have a story to share with you guys today. I'm going to show you this video clip, and this is, I understand you have big government agencies, and sometimes they come off as insensitive, and this is one of those situations where I think government agencies, Social Security Administration comes off very insensitive, and I'm going to show you the clip. I don't know what happened in the end. So when it comes to did they resolve this? I know this was just posted a couple of days ago, so it probably hasn't been resolved yet. But I would imagine that the higher ups at the Social Security Administration will look into this and say, yes, we need to do the right thing. But this is yet another situation where you have the Social Security Administration going heavy-handed on this case. And this is the story of a woman with Down syndrome who had her Social Security benefits taken away from her. So that's what we're going to focus on in this video. But first off, you guys can do me a favor, just like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that little bell notification. And then also consider joining our membership where you get customized emojis as well as custom badges. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look and a listen to this story. Here we go.
She is no longer disabled. That is what the Social Security Administration has determined about this Ocala woman who has Down syndrome.
That has not just caused her not to have any money, but also not to have her medical insurance. For 9 months, 9 Investigates, along with our Cox Media Group stations across the country and Health News, have been investigating the failures of Social Security. 9 Investigates, Shannon Butler joining us live in the studio with more on this story. It just seems hard to believe, Shannon.
It is. Jennifer Groover was receiving Social Security since she was 6 years old because she has Down syndrome. But now, 38 years later, Social Security has taken those benefits away, her only income, because they say there is no evidence or documentation right now saying that she has the disability at all.
Jennifer Groover.
Is that your name?
Yeah.
Jennifer, your parents said you got up early today.
Yeah.
Yeah, 11 o'clock usually.
Are you hungry?
No.
Not yet.
All right.
Does Dad fix you lunch?
I'll do myself.
Jennifer Groover has lived with her parents her entire life, and most of it on Social Security. But a year ago, her benefits were stripped after the Social Security Administration said there was no evidence she had a disability.
We got one letter that she needed to go to work.
Yeah, they said we'll help her get a job and she can go to work.
She can't barely walk. Her legs and feet are so bad. She's so full of arthritis, and there's no way she could work.
No, she can't.
She doesn't have the mentality to hold a job.
This was the letter the family got in July of 2023, giving them 10 days to respond. And if not, the SSA said it may have to make a, quote, finding of not disabled because of insufficient evidence. The notes from the Groovers say they were unable to reach anyone and say they left 16 messages. And so you called Social Security and said what?
I went down and showed them the letter and asked them to explain it to me. And of course they couldn't, but they just said, oh, yeah, here's why you didn't. We sent you some paperwork to fill out so that we'd have the information, and you didn't fill it out and send it in. That's why we canceled her benefits. I said, yeah, I sent them all in.
And a few weeks later, her benefits stopped after the SSA decided, quote, she was no longer disabled. 9 Investigates told you that people all over the country were trying to get a hold of Social Security and had their calls go unanswered. The SSA is dealing with staffing shortages and underfunding, and it's making it difficult for them to keep up with customer service needs. In this case, like many others, Jennifer's benefits stopped, and for a year, they've been fighting to get them back. In that year, they were evicted from their home and have struggled every month to pay their bills.
We make just enough to pay our rent and have $38 left.
Without her money or with her money?
Without her money.
So $38 to pay for electric, food, gas, all of that.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Everything. They stopped everything. Even stopped answering my phone call.
So the family says they did send in the records they had to the SSA, but after that, they were told they needed something from the last year. The problem is they don't have those records because without Social Security, they don't get her Medicaid. So they have no insurance and cannot afford to take her to the doctor to get what the SSA now says they need. Now, there has been some movement on her case. The Groovers tell us that Social Security wants them now to get a blood test to determine if Jennifer has that extra chromosome. That has not happened yet. We have reached out to the Social Security, hoping we can get their issue settled. We will, of course, be following this one and keep you posted.
Okay, so there was a story there. A woman with Down syndrome has been, they've basically taken away Social Security benefits. And like I said, I think that the Social Security Administration, the higher-ups, will look at this and realize, yeah, we need to go ahead and honor this, at least expedite the process, because it's not even a situation of honoring it. If she qualifies, she qualifies. But the fact that they're making them go through, making the family go through all these hoops in order to figure out or to get back to where they were before to prove that she has Down syndrome, I think they will go ahead and move forward. The Social Security Administration will do that. That's just the right thing to do. But you see, in certain situations, especially when we're looking at the fact that they want more cuts for Social Security. Okay, so more cuts for the administration means less people working, which means less people looking into situations like this. And that's why it's dangerous when you hear these different proposals. And I just talked about a proposal a few days ago where that's what they want to do. They want to cut $450 million out of the Social Security Administration budget. That means that longer wait times when you call on the phone, and you heard the gentleman talking about he doesn't even get a response anymore from when he calls, and he doesn't even get a response. And you've had other people that have called and they're waiting 30, 40 minutes in order to get someone on the phone, and that's because they don't have enough staff to handle the situation. And so that could get even worse. So just imagine that. A year from now, it could be even worse if this proposal goes through. Now, the good news out of this whole situation is the fact that this news outlet did pick this up, because I've seen it in the past where news outlet, they'll pick up the overpayments. They were picking up that last year, and you had the Social Security Administration go ahead and cancel the payment, so they didn't have to pay it back. So in a situation like this, where this is something, obviously this is an issue and this is a mistake, they'll go ahead and they'll reverse this situation just based on the fact that you have a news outlet that has published this. So that's the good news. We'll have to see. I'm going to follow this, so I'll let you guys know what the outcome is. Now, one more thing I want to talk about is the petition. So we have a petition demanding an increase for Social Security benefits. We are now at 3,470 signatures. So please, if you guys can do me a favor, share this with your family and friends, and then also sign it. If you haven't signed it, sign the petition. I'm going to start putting that little lower third on the screen so you guys can see. You can use the barcode. I'm going to start doing that again. I just have to get kind of back into things when it comes to my setup because I was traveling for a little bit. So now that I'm back, I'll get that all set up again. But yes, please go over, sign the petition. You'll leave a video. And here's the petition here so you can read the petition just so you know exactly what we're asking for. Here's the barcode right here. So if you want to scan this, you can do it with your phone right now. All you need to do is turn your phone on, turn the camera on your phone, and then hold it over that barcode, and it will give you the link. You just click on the link, and it'll take you right over to where you can sign the petition. So please go over there and sign the petition. And I'm thinking I'll probably start sending out letters in about 2 weeks. So in 2 weeks, we'll start sending letters out to the president, the former president, as well as some of these people running for congressional seats, and just let them know that their support for an increase for Social Security benefits, and show them the petition, show them the number of signatures, and then ask them how they feel. Do they support, or do they support an increase for Social Security benefits? That's basically what we want to know. I want to know what politicians support it, and I want to know the politicians that don't support an increase. And right now we have some politicians that support it, and we have some politicians that do not support an increase for Social Security benefits. As a matter of fact, when it comes to benefits, they want to make cuts to the benefits, okay? Now, politicians don't like to really come out and say that, because you have 70 million people receiving Social Security benefits currently, And they know, especially during a campaign year, if they say something like that, it could potentially mean that they would lose their job. So they don't like to talk about it, but behind closed doors, they will tell you, you know what, we don't want Social Security to be around anymore. We want to privatize it. So they want to do different things to Social Security, but they're not willing to stand up and say it in front of the American people. They would rather kind of do it behind closed doors and get rid of the program that way. So I want to know what you guys think about this story that I shared with you. And then also, please, like I said, go over to the petition and sign that. If you guys have any questions, post them down below. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe for more, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.